In the kitchen this Thursday afternoon with General Tanukis, a family-owned restaurant based out of Easton.
Yeah, General Tanukis features contemporary cuisine, around-the-world specialties, and fresh sushi. Joining us today is Chef Cece Davis. And Cece, you're going to make for us Ocean City roll and poke.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I sure am. We'll start with the roll. So what I need you guys to do is grab a kind of tennis ball size of rice, about like that.
Okay.
And you don't have to pack it hard. You want to keep it kind of loose.
Could make it like a tennis ball?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine's a little tennis ball.
And we can always add and take away.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be perfect. And then you stick it right on top of the nori and pull it out and put it down on your cutting board like that.
Nori.
Nori.
Nori is dried seaweed, and it's kind of what holds our roll together.
Okay.
Now what you want to do is spread your rice out and spread it evenly. And if you find you've got gaps, you can grab a little bit more, and you don't want it to be too thick or too thin.
All the way to the edge.
It's definitely an art form.
She tells us now.
Yeah, right? Yep, right to the edge. Now there are different ways you can spread the rice. Sometimes you leave a gap at the top and you roll it inside, but the one we're going to do is rice on the outside. We call it an inside-out roll.
Inside out roll.
Yeah.
I like that. All right.
So now we're going to grab a little bit of...
Good.
Oh, thank you. Yours is good too. You're doing well as well.
You're lying now, but thank you.
So now we're going to sprinkle some sesame seeds on top. Here, I'll put this over there for you, Jimmy. There you go.
Does it matter how many?
Nope, just grab a little bit and throw them on there. Now, we only have one tatami mat, but that's all right. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So you flip it over and you put it down, and you take your meat.
And that is ahi
This
tuna?
is tuna, yes it is. And we're going to put a bit of cucumber on top. And really, people think that you're making a roll, but really you're trying to make a square. So this is my first side of the square. Then I'm going to flip it over, another side. And there
Close the square.
it is,
Oh, look
right
at
there.
that.
Yep. Do you want to give it a
You
try?
do it first. You do it first.
I tried.
All right.
Okay, so you
we'll put this to the side.
and I turn it upside down.
That's right. Oh, let me cut you another piece of tuna here. We always try to keep our knife in water so it slides through the fish really easily.
Which it did.
Yes, and that's not the best piece of tuna. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
We'll give you a nice piece of cucumber though.
Now this is the OC roll?
This is the OC roll, and what it is basically a spicy tuna without the spicy sauce. And instead of the spicy sauce, we add ebi shrimp on top. So I'll keep doing that while you're practicing the roll. And you want to kind of, so what you want to do is...
You don't want to roll up in there, I getcha.
There you go. So yeah, you kind of keep moving the mat forward. And try to make a, try to keep the shape of the roll with your hands on the mat. You're close. You're good for a beginner. That's good.
Hear that, Jimmy?
Well, I'll keep doing this while you're working on that. So we're going to take the tails off the shrimp because you don't want to eat those for sure. So we just pick those off. And then we'll make it, like, drape them beautifully across the roll. It has to be aesthetically pleasing as well as delicious. And drape those across. Maybe we'll do one more.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been rolling sushi since I was little, actually. My family, we've lived all over the Pacific Rim. I was born in Hawaii, and the reason we started the restaurant was we didn't really find the food we loved on the Eastern Shore. So my mom learned how to roll sushi when we lived in Hawaii, and then she taught me and my siblings when we were children. And when we opened,
don't let me stop you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Keep going.
When we started the restaurant, we opened it on my 16th birthday, which was 11 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And we did start with an Asian sushi chef. She eventually ended up leaving, and we just took it over ourselves.
All right, the poke. Let's get started on that.
Oh, poke. Okay, well, that's kind of pre-made for us, which is very nice.
Great.
The magic of television.
Tell me real quick what you just did.
So what I did was I took a piece of
Wax tape?
yeah, and I draped it over top, and this is to kind of keep the shrimp from getting stuck to our tatami mat here. So then you kind of push the shrimp down so they stick to the top, and you're keeping that square shape. And now, now you make a cut in the center, like I did there,
and go from there.
And then you cut in the center of each of the sides.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm
then
running out of clock. So
okay.
Poke. Tell me about
Poke is a traditional Hawaiian dish. It's raw ahi tuna with sesame oil, soy sauce, sriracha, which is fantastic, spicy garlic Asian hot sauce. And then we toss it with scallions and sesame, and you serve it with seaweed salad.
All right, so we're going to taste this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in the meantime, I'm going to tell you that for the shopping list and directions on how to make these recipes, you can go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab. Plus, don't forget to check out the Eats and Drinks tab on delmarvalife.com, your guide to what's for dinner.
It's gorgeous.
Jimmy,
Thank you.
You going to take a taste?
Okay.
Go for it.
And we talked about this earlier. I don't think I have ever
never
actually
had
tried
sushi
sushi
before.
before. So,
Really?
This
You're
is
in
a-
for a treat.
oh my,
You
like
like it? You like it?
that is awesome.
And of course, we've got soy sauce here if you want to try dipping it in that. And then we've got wasabi as well.
Here in a little bit, we're going to be out in the parking lot, and we're going to try out something. You got to see it because it's absolutely unbelievable. What's coming up? We're going to go ahead. Oh, you're sure.
Now here's a look at what's coming up in the news on First at 5 on Fox 21 and later on WBOC News at 6 and 7.